Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Rise Stronger to Wellness event. We have with us Miss Sue Booth back again today, and I am so grateful to have Sue with us. I want to talk a little bit about Sue, who she is, why she's here, and what she's going to be talking to you about today. So, Sue has been in the health and wellness space for about 40 years. So, that's quite a long time to be in the health and wellness space for sure, Miss Sue. In 2017, Sue had a heart attack followed by 3 stents and was discharged from the hospital with 7 medications. And this is someone who has never been on a medication. So can you imagine being handed 7 medications and you're like, what's that? If you missed yesterday, come back and see yesterday's. It is up for a replay. You can ask me for it. She followed the drug regimen for 18 months. And while she recovered and researched how to improve her health naturally, she was introduced to an innovative test and solution to help rebalance her cellular health. So today, Miss Sue is going to go a little step further in what she talked about yesterday. So, like I said, if you want to see all about Sue's story, what she was speaking upon, reach out, let me know. We'll get that to you. In the meantime, today, Sue is back with us to speak upon collagen. So, if you're not familiar with collagen, by the end of today, you will be. Collagen is the main structure throughout the body. There is a reason why we wrinkle. There's a reason why we deteriorate over time. And collagen is one of the key factors. So, welcome, Miss Sue. Thank you for being here with us. Let us know what is the collagen all about?
Thank you again, Michelle, for such a lovely introduction. I appreciate you. So collagen, as you quite rightly said, it's the bits, it's the thing that holds a skin together. And, one of the things that I was aware of it, that we lose collagen as we age, but I wasn't realized just how dramatic that loss is after the age of 21. So 21, we should be looking at increasing our collagen in the right way to enable us to stay younger longer.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a good idea, but it's not only your skin that benefits, it's also your joints, it's your bones. So many aspects of it are important. So I'm just going to so let me share my screen, so bear with me. Can you see that okay?
Yep, you're doing good.
Perfect. Okay. So why am I even talking to you about collagen? Well, my background, along with my daughter, we launched a salon in the village that we were living in, which is a small salon you can see on the top left, Aspire Beauty and Tanning. And that was in 2005. My daughter had studied beauty at college and wanted to open her own rather than relying on having a job with someone. And so she's entrepreneurial in her own sense. And that was so successful. It was such a successful business. And then that was 2005. In 2010, we launched our second large salon in the village of Crowthorne, which is the village next to our own village. And that was much bigger. That was a 7 treatment room place. So it was a large salon, really large. But we used to always bring products in that we hoped were going to make a difference for our clients. And we know that there's a huge amount of importance on having products that work. And again, for me, I think we need to look at the shift that beauty has actually started to be looking at from the inside. And, we're all very well putting our skincare on the outside, but you actually can benefit that as well from doing it from the internal side of our skin. So the perception has changed dramatically over the last few years. And I think science has made such a massive difference as well. It's not only just about looking good, it's about feeling good as well. And we know that conventional skincare really touches the surface, but it can go so much further. So consumers recognize the importance for feeding the inside as well as nurturing the outside. So if you think about the skin nutrition, we know that we're starting to see thousands, well, not thousands, probably hundreds of collagen companies in the marketplace. And how do you know which one's the best? How do you know that they're going to work? Now, I've tried a number of them. Most of them taste pretty grim. They taste really grim. A lot of them are bovine collagen. Bovine collagen obviously comes from cows, and that really doesn't sit well with me. Your body doesn't accept it as well, but bovine's good for joints, but it's not good for your skin. The best collagen to use is a marine collagen. And so we really know that we have to look at things very carefully when we're looking to introduce something to our bodies. We know that irritated skin is a telltale sign that something is amiss in your gut. So your gut health is crucial. So we know that all those things slightly off balance, if your skin is feeling irritated, you've got acne, if you've got skin eczema, psoriasis, things like that, it's proof that your body is crying out for something on the inside to rectify that. So how can this work? So we know collagen is, you know, massive. It's a protein that's responsible for healthy joints and skin elasticity. That's the main thing, but it's such a huge component in our skincare, and it makes up around about 30% of the proteins in the body. But we start to produce less. In fact, I've 25 here I've put, and that's kind of what's the word I want? That's kind of artistic license. But 21 is when it starts to deplete, and it depletes by about 1% a year. And then as we get to 45, 50, it accelerates. I am 71 on Monday, and I know that my skin has dramatically improved since I've been using our collagen. But I also nourish myself from the inside with our balance oil, which I was talking about yesterday, and also other products, because I know how important it is to have that right nutrition within your system. So we use an MSC certified collagen from cod and salmon. What does that mean? What's MSC certified? That means it's at the very highest grade. It means that it is so certified in as much as they make sure that they fish sustainably, which is really important if you're going to use marine collagen. It's not like cheap. It's not a cheap thing an option. But we also need to look at the sustainability of it. What does actually collagen do? Well, it improves the skin. It supports the skin's elasticity, regeneration, but also diminishing wrinkles. And that's what we're looking at here for sure. That was for my thing. As I age, I wanted to make sure that I had the strength and the structure in my skin that has actually started to deplete over the years. It also helps support the joints. The joints are really crucial as well. Every single joint in our body has to have that integrity of the cartilage, and make sure that you're improving also the density of our bones, especially as we go through menopause. We're going to be more likely to be kind of more, what's the word I want? I've forgotten the word. More likely to kind of go through that osteoporotic and osteoporosis, and be aware of that. It's so important for us, so we can help ourselves in a lot of ways. Collagen Boost, it is advanced nutrition from skin nutrition from Norway. Why Norway? They provide the best Arctic collagen and cod and salmon from the area. So we know that this little box here, my light's a bit bright, sorry. The Collagen Boost here, it comes in a pack. That's a month's supply. It comes in sachets. So there are 10 sachets. Why only 10? Why not 31? You only need to boost your collagen 10 days a month. And by doing that, your body automatically starts to produce collagen for itself. So it's like kickstarting your body to do it naturally. Now that's got to be more beneficial than having to take something every single day of the week, or the month, I should say. It contains 8 1,000 milligrams, so that 8 grams of liquid marine collagen. Now, liquid marine, why? There's most of the ones that are on the market are powders that you mix in with coffee or tea or whatever, and they say they're tasteless. They're not. They have a very fishy taste, and it's not very pleasant. This is delicious. It's really delicious. It's a cherry flavor. It's boosted with acerola cherries, which actually have got an antioxidant value themselves. But it's also got, we know that we have got one of the highest amounts of marine collagen within our product than any other company that we have got in the market. And I was listening to a meeting that was done with the formulator of the product who'd formulated it for us. And what was interesting was that he was saying that no other company has got this quality, this amount of all the key ingredients. Now, that to me was a real reassurance from a top provider, and he makes collagens for other companies as well. So we have a patented formula, which obviously is very secret, but we know that we have got the best formula. 120 milligrams of hyaluronic acid. Are you aware that hyaluronic acid will absorb 10 times its weight in water? That means that as you take this lovely little sachet on a daily basis, and I should tell you quickly, in the summer, I froze these. I wanted to see what it would be like as a lollipop. So I would snip it off and just eat it that way. I don't know whether it makes any difference. I only did it a couple of times. I've put it in yogurt. I've put it in water. So I've tried it various different ways. So whichever way, this is like a gel, and it's absolutely delicious, as I say. And that's one whole sachet. So that's pretty good. Hyaluronic acid. So it absorbs 10 times the amount of water within your system. So it means that if your skin is dehydrated, that's going to rehydrate your skin, but it's also going to plump out those lines a little bit. And within 10 days, I promise you, I noticed such a difference. And I meant to try and put the before and after photographs of me, which I took them 10 days and, every day. And I could see the difference. And when you're critically looking at your own photograph, which no one likes to do, but you critically look at your own photo and go, actually, my skin looks a lot brighter. Oh my gosh, my wrinkles, I've still got wrinkles, but I'm aware that they're nowhere near as bad as they were. And when you see other people, you have to kind of look at others in the, kind of a similar age bracket. And quite often, I know that my skin looks much, much better than theirs. And I do put that down to the nutrition that I take and my wonderful collagen boost. We also have in here pre and postbiotics, and it's trademarked. It's a new ingredient called plenibiotic. Now, most people haven't heard of that. I haven't heard of it for sure. But prebiotics are in there for a purpose. We have chicory root in there, which actually is a prebiotic anti-inflammatory. We know that helps regulate the intake of inulin within your system. There is no other company that is using that in their formulation. So that in itself is a real big plus. No other company. The microbiome is so important, and each part of our body has its own little microbiome. So your skin has a microbiome, your gut has a microbiome, but we also need to understand that when you're putting prebiotics in, that actually effectively kills off some bits that they don't want, and then you have to deal with that dead thing, if you like, that dead part of that, with the plenibiotic. So it actually uses it and actually makes it more worthwhile, and it works incredibly well. It's got vitamin C. It's got 7 different additional active ingredients in there. And the whole purpose of this product is to nourish your skin from within. Helps your body absorb the collagen in the right way. It promotes collagen formation, which also is really fantastic. So it's not only kind of kickstarting your body, but it's also kind of saying to your body, go produce some more collagen. You need it. And it obviously supports skin moisturization. So as I said, we've got the marine collagen. So it's the most bioavailable source. Now, a lot of products on the market have got bovine, porcine, avian collagen, and those are suitable for certain things, but they're not good for your skin, or not as good for your skin. So this contains type 1 and type 3 collagen, which is crucial for skin firmness and connective tissues. And as I said, we've got 8,000 milligrams, 8 grams of collagen within that sachet. The Dalton size. Who had heard of Dalton size? Well, I knew about it when we had the salons, because certain ingredients within products would actually be absorbed and then other ones wouldn't be absorbed. Now, interesting, most collagens on the market have got a Dalton size of 300,000. So that means it's too big to be absorbed into the system. What is the point of having a product that can't be absorbed by your system? None whatsoever. So however much they're buying them, and they're monthly. They're a monthly, daily taking. So we have 10 days of our product. We have a 3,000 Dalton size, which means it's actually small enough to be beneficial to the skin. Skin absorbs it. The hyaluronic acid, as I say, it fortifies the skin's resilience, locks in that moisture, and makes sure that your skin is hydrated and very plump and supple. So 120 milligrams. I looked at a number of different companies and I've actually got a form that I actually created for that. And it shows the difference, what we have, what they don't have, and how they compare in the amounts that they have. The most that I saw in the hyaluronic acid was 40 milligrams. So we've got 120, which is the highest that any company has got. I'm sure people are going to copy us because they understand that we're going to be winning on this way. As I say, pre and postbiotics, it's got that gut skin benefit. So if you're looking at, it helps promote digestive health, skin hydration, but as I say, regulates that inulin intake as well. Sustainability, we've already talked about that, is really important. Sourced from traceable, sustainable, wild-caught Arctic cod, pollock and haddock and salmon as well. So 1 sachet a day jumpstarts the process to restoring your natural collagen. That is such a powerful thing to be able to do. So the other thing is that obviously Michelle has got her account with Zinzino. And if you would like to try our product, you're able to do that. We have it's $59 plus shipping, and you can scan that QR code you see on the right-hand side, and that will take you to a shopping cart, which actually just gives you everything in the cart ready. All you need to do is go and create your customer account, pay for that in the back office there, and you would get your shipping back in cash, Zinno Cash rewards on a monthly basis. So every month you are having your auto order, it allows you to get your Zinno Cash rewards back in your back office. When you've saved up enough, you can buy something else if you wish to. I've had clients and customers who've actually bought, over $200 worth of products for nothing, because they've got enough Zinno Cash rewards within their back office. You are able to get your products for free. So if you wanted to share this, you are more than welcome to do that. You actually, when you register as a customer, you actually get your own customer portal with a customer link. So it means that you can share it with 4 other people and you get your product for free. You just pay for shipping. Now, how cool is that? And I think the shipping in the US is $7.95 or something. I think maybe a little bit more.
It's $9.95.
Oh, $9.95, beg your pardon. Yeah, so $9.95 shipping, and that's a standard shipping cost there. So that's really powerful to be able to do that. You're going to get that back in your shipping costs. So that builds up. Once you've gone over 6 months, because I don't know anyone who started it who doesn't want to continue it, once you get through your 6 months in the auto ship, then you would actually get 10% on top of that as well. So that really becomes quite a powerful thing to be able to do, to be able to save up your rewards to then spend on something else you'd like to try as well. So that's really my little presentation. I hope it's been of interest. And if you've got any questions that you would like to ask, maybe you've got some questions.
I have some questions.
Oh, please
So
do. I'll
I
see if I
do.
can
I
answer
have
them.
some questions because I need to learn more about it as well. So one of the things that I love about it, of course, is that it's marine collagen. That's what I love about it because, as you know, I'm very biblical to the Bible, and fish is what was served, so fish is what we should source from. So
Yeah.
bovine, I've done bovine collagen. Don't get me wrong, I've done bovine collagen. There was one bovine collagen that absolutely I did love. I did, actually utilize it. And then they couldn't source it any longer the way it needed to be sourced. And so then it became adulterated, and that didn't, of course, come to the
Yeah.
guidelines of what everybody wanted. So with that being said, finding a marine collagen is really awesome. You will not find, and Dr. Clayton is who you're speaking upon, I know, and Dr. Clayton is very, very correct. You will not find.
It was actually not Paul who,
Oh, it
it
wasn't
wasn't Dr.
Paul?
Paul Clayton. No, no, no.
Oh, that's
It
awesome.
was actually Dr. Colin Robertson.
Oh, another great doctor. Another great
Yeah.
doctor. I've listened to Dr. Collin on several occasions, when he speaks, and he is superb. But what I wanted to say was with the collagen side of it is that you will not find a pure collagen like that is marine in any other sourcing out here today. So you're right. This is really setting the precedent for another company to really be like, hey, how can we get that sourced and get
Yeah.
that pure collagen that, and not only that, but it's not so much about sustainability as it is, which is important, vitally important, especially for someone like myself who, really
Yeah.
tries to
You're
save
very
more.
mindful of it.
So, but bioavailability is huge, which means
Mm.
that this sourcing is actually more available to the body to be absorbed than most of your bovine collagens. In other words, your bovine
Yeah.
won't absorb as quickly or as well as a marine collagen. So, yeah, that's what I love about it 100%. So, you talked about it having plenty biotic in it. I have not heard of plenty biotic. So where does plenty biotic come from and what's
Okay. So
behind that?
plenty biotic comes from the way that when you have a prebiotic, so
Right,
if you're feeding the body with a prebiotic, which actually then repopulates the good bacteria within your colon,
right,
there's a certain amount of die-off of the bacteria.
right. Because you have to have
And it's
good bacteria, you have to have bad bacteria because they work together to create
yeah, so you've got the
the
good
immune
and you've got the
system.
bad.
Right,
Yeah. So it's recreated when you have your prebiotics, it feeds the good bacteria with these, kind of the resistant starches that it
right.
needs. And those resistant starches then cause a certain amount of die-off.
Okay.
And it's that die-off that then we need to address. So then what they do is they actually have this plenibiotic. It can be used in a positive way.
Mhm.
So the plenibiotic actually addresses that and actually sorts that out too. So you're
Okay.
actually creating more good bacteria within your gut.
That's awesome.
And
That's
that has
good.
a beneficial result, an effect on our skin.
Yeah, because
Definitely.
if
And
you're
what?
pushing out the bad, yeah.
Yeah. So we have another product, which is called Xenobiotic, which is a gut health powder. And that's an amazing product. It really is. But sometimes people, especially older people, will find that almost not too aggressive. We always say to them, start slow on it and small amounts, and then increase until you're comfortable. Because if you sometimes were to do the full amount of the dosage at one stage, it's too much for a lot of people, especially if they have IBS and things like that. You have to be more careful. And so this is a really good way of introducing that prebiotic into your system and then build it up and then start off. So we've got a lot of people who use this as an introduction to using the prebiotic powder. we also find an awful, interestingly enough, we have a number of first division football teams using our product.
Awesome.
One of the very best. We're not allowed to kind of divulge which one it is, but it is the best. I can't. If you know about
anything about European football, you'll know.
Yeah, if you know about soccer, you know which ones are the top ones. Well, we know that we have so many different people using it. Now they've just ordered, all their footballers have just ordered this on auto ship.
So I'm really hoping,
because they're vain. They're vain. They want to improve their skin. They want to keep looking young.
I'm hoping that they're ready to endorse, this whole thing and come aboard, because that would be awesome.
No, it's more to the point of the fact that they want it for the repairing as well.
I totally get it. Yeah.
If your recovery improves with the balance oil, which we know it does,
right,
then you can improve the joints.
Yeah. And the muscles.
Football, muscle repair, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
And we know that, they are working really hard when they're out on the pitch.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
It's no different than NFL football and, kind of all those things. So everyone works so hard when they're on the pitch. Yeah. But if you don't repair quickly enough, how can you be ready for the next match? How can you be ready for the next game?
That's just it.
It's really, really difficult. So this has become kind of one of their favorites, because not only makes them look good, makes their knees not hurt as well. So that's
and you bring up an interesting topic, because I told you that my grandson Joel had started playing soccer. They didn't have a baseball team for him this year, so we put him in soccer so we can keep him athletically going. He needs to expel some energy. But you bring a valid point, because Joel has never played soccer. This is his first year. And so there's been more stress and strain on that ankle and leg motion, right?
Yeah.
And he sprained his ankle the other night. So that is a great sourcing. Can children take the collagen?
Yeah, there's no reason why not. Is it just a liquid supplement?
Okay.
I mean, he's how old is he? 7?
He's 8.
8 years old. Yeah, should be absolutely fine.
Okay.
But it's it's one of those things that I think that people, especially athletes, definitely look at. I mean, fitness professionals love it as well, because it does that repairing.
Right.
But it's it's still the key product is our balance oil and our testing, and the reason being is because you can prove it works.
Right.
You can prove it works. And if I'm not fishing for compliments, please don't think that. But when I look at, I've done a number of calls recently, and I've spoken to people in the US and what have you. And, I kind of said, so how old are you? What do you do? How old are you? And they've said, I'm 54. And I'm thinking, wow, okay. And
you would never know. You would never know unless you say it. No one is ever going to know you're 71. It is not, you're not even 71 yet. I mean, that's not until Monday. But I'm just saying, there is no possibility of knowing that you are older. I'm not even going to say older than 55, because it doesn't show that that's where you're at, is 71 years of age. And that's a testament to
absolutely
to the product.
I put it down to my mum had great genes as well. Sadly she's no longer alive, but my mum died very young of cancer, and at 51.
Wow.
So I don't know what she'd be like now. She'd be 90 now.
Wow.
And so that, she died a long time ago, 45 years ago.
Yeah. Way too young. Way too young.
Yeah, way too young. Absolutely. And so, but you question, what would I be like if, would my mum, I mean, I know she'd be on this like a car bonnet. Be on it like a bonnet.
All right.
And whoa, yeah, give me that. Because I don't know anyone who doesn't want to stay looking younger. Right. I really don't.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've
always been
want to look younger.
Yeah. I've always been aware that you know, skincare is important, and, you know, making sure you cleanse your skin on a nightly, you know, daily process and what have you. But some of the products that people use on their skin, it's actually really harsh.
Right.
And so it's actually using the right things, as you well know, that
Yeah.
is using the correct things on your skin that can benefit your skin.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I know
But
that you guys have a skin serum too, right? There's a skin
we
serum
do,
that we
we
do
do.
have. Yeah, there's a
Oh,
skin serum
yeah,
because I know you're good
I
about
have
the
a
skin
skin
serum
serum.
too. Yeah.
So, and this
So
is a
what do you do?
24-hour
Follow it
skin
up.
serum.
Yeah, you can
It's
follow it
lovely.
up. Do your collagen on the inside and follow it up with the skin serum on the
Yeah.
outside, you know?
And you know what? This, because it's, I can't open it. It's a brand new one, so I'm not going to open it. But what's interesting is that when I first started using this, I kind of went, "But is that it? That's the skincare?" And it was a case of, yeah, you don't need anything else. And again, Paul did formulate this one,
I say, I
but
thought Paul formulated that one.
yeah. So when he formulated it, he said, I wanted something that a woman could use, or any man could use as well, that was 24 hour. You don't have to have anything else. You don't need the toners. You don't need, I mean, I've always been against toners because you're closing up the pores.
Oh, interesting to
Why would
hear
you
that.
close up the pores? You want to get more liquid into the
You want more
skin.
into it to get the elasticity
Yeah.
of the skin. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was for me, was a question. And when I started using it, and I kind of went, yeah, it's nice. I like it. I like it. And then saw the difference in my skin. My pores reduced in size, which was great. But, and again, when you've tried so many different products on the market, when you're testing to see whether they're good enough to bring into the salon, most of them we kind of went, oh, I don't like the feel of that, don't like that,
Right.
don't like that, don't like the smell of that, that's too
Right. The
perfect.
smell. Mine's a
Yeah,
smell.
so many of them are so perfumed, and you just kind of go, oh no. And it's again, and they're usually really expensive.
Yeah.
And I really suggest anyone who has a kind of a sense of understanding what products are good and what products are bad, go download Yucca. I don't
Yeah.
get paid for Yucca. YUKA. And the Yucca app is brilliant because you can go and check products out. And some of the most, I was saying to you the other day on a Zoom, that one of the most expensive products, creme de la mer, which is like supposedly the best of the best, comes out as
That's
not
sad.
good.
That's sad. So it
That
makes you
is sad.
wonder.
And
Yeah.
it's like £200-300 in sterling. So you're probably $350.
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
more. Go check out the price yourself. But I was just like, oh my word, that's ridiculous.
You know how
And
far
that's,
removed I am from makeup to know the names of, I only know if I've seen it on social media, but I literally am just, I'm so into my vegan makeup that, and I mean, you're going to pay for vegan makeup as well. I'm not going to lie, but I'm just so into that I don't even know like the big market brands out there much anymore at all. Is the creme, is that like a UK brand? Is that,
no,
or
creme de la mer is I'm not sure where it comes from. I think it's French. I think
is
it's
it?
French, but
But
it's
it's
supposed
huge
to
for you
be,
guys.
it's supposed to be the best because it comes from seaweed or something. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
But
Interesting. That's
it
interesting.
is interesting. But
Yeah.
whatever
You
they've
would
got in
think that
there
that would
doesn't.
be good if it comes from, you know, a sourced, you know, entity like that,
Yeah, yeah,
especially
and
something
you
like
know,
that.
that's where you have to do your own due diligence with
Absolutely.
products. And that's why, you know, when I looked at, and I'll send you over the sheet that I created that shows you other people's collagen and ours, and it's got them out by name. So I'm not, you know, they're ingredient. Some companies don't even put their ingredients.
Most
How
of
do they
them do
get away
not.
with that?
Most do not. Yes. So
So
that's the
I
curiosity.
was researching one that had popped up on my social media a few days ago, and I was looking and I was saying, well, I'll go and check out what they've got, because I'm always, you know, I'm always
Right.
open, and checked out
Right.
what they've got. And I went, well, okay, it's got collagen in. Yeah. What do you think that? And it didn't tell you really what else was else in it. I think it had vitamin C in it, but it didn't have really anything else that you could kind of put your finger on. And I just thought, okay, it's, you know, that's sad.
And that's a
And
great
it's a daily
key
one.
element to remember. If you cannot see the full ingredient listing and you have to ask for that, that should
Yeah.
be a sign. Yes,
Yeah. Yeah, they're hiding something. And
exactly.
even some of the biggest companies, I remember years ago, I questioned from Clarins. I questioned Clarins about one of their products. And I can't even remember which product it was now. And, you know, Clarins are a worldwide name.
Yeah.
You know, you walk through a department store, there's going to be a Clarins store there, you know, shop there.
And she's referencing Clairol. We call it Clairol over here. So
No,
she's
no, no. Clarins is completely different.
Oh, it
So
is?
Clairol we have, yeah,
Oh, you do have Clairol. Okay.
yeah,
Just
Clairol, but
making sure because I don't know.
Clarins is a skincare brand as well, and perfume
I
and
gotta
things
look at
like
that
that.
one, Clarence.
Yeah, Clarins. But you know, I've kind of
Oh
questioned
yeah.
one of their ingredients, and I went, "How does that work then? Because that that surely isn't very good for your skin." And they refused to answer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I contacted the company.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, to
I
not,
can't remember
oh,
what it
okay,
was.
here
It
it
was
is. I
one
see.
particular ingredient, and I went, "Oh, that's really not very good for your skin, surely."
I
And
have
they,
never seen this
have
before.
you not?
I have not. I have
Oh,
not. Katie is jumping in. Let's see what Katie has to say.
she's a bit late.
Yeah, okay, she had another call. She was, but I have
Oh,
never seen
okay.
this product before. Hello, Miss Katie. Hello, hello. Good to
Hi,
see you.
Katie.
Ooh, look at her. She's
Sorry,
vibrant again today.
the call took longer than I anticipated. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It's okay. You absolutely stunning today. What is
Thank
going on?
you.
We're gonna have to talk. We gotta talk this weekend. I want to know what's going on over here. I love
I've
it.
I've
I
done my
love it.
presentation, Katie. You've missed it.
It's
You can
okay.
catch it on the recording.
I will send the
I'll
recording.
catch it
I
on the
will do
replay.
that.
Yes.
I will do
Yeah.
that. But I'm just grateful to see you today. Look at you. I just, like I said, we're going to talk. I want to find out what something's changed. I want to hear what's changed, but I love it. So, we were talking about collagen today. That's what we've been talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay.
So, I'm not sure how familiar you are with collagen. But you know, there's bovine collagen, and then we have the marine collagen, which you don't find a pure, clean marine collagen out on the market today. And that's what I love so much about the Zinzino collagen is that it's purity. It's purity, it's
Yeah.
sustainability, it's bioavailability, all the above. So that's what we've been talking about today. So I don't know if you have any questions, but or did you catch the replay of yesterday and we can answer those questions for you.
Unfortunately, I haven't because
You have been.
I've been very, believe it or not, busy. I'm supposed to be on vacation, but
I
I've
was gonna
been
say you're
very
on
busy.
vacation. I
I'm
heard
pleased you're
busy.
busy. That's good.
Heard,
Well, the certification course that I'm going through
hmm
is I'm going through it as an accelerated program
hmm
because it's designed for one lesson a week.
Oh, okay.
And I'm doing like 4 lessons a week
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
right
wow.
now.
To
Wow.
Um,
speed up the process.
so I'm like
Yeah.
constantly absorbing this new mindset and being able to convert the knowledge I have into applied wisdom, applied action, turning it into wisdom.
Awesome.
Whew, it's a lot, but it means that I'm going to be getting my certificate of certification sooner instead of it taking the full year as it
Amazing.
would as a regular student.
I love that. I love it. I
Um,
love it.
because
Which, by the way,
all things
Katie
are
is
getting ready
going
to
to
change.
be Katie is going to be speaking next week. So
Yes.
watch out. She's coming. I've got her. She's in motion. So she's in action. So I've got her moving. I think I'm pushing her outside of her comfort zone, everyone.
Yes.
But sometimes we need to do that in order to make that next step happen. And I think
We,
Katie's ready for it. I
we
totally
need
believe
that uncomfortable stretch
absolutely. And
to
I
grow.
think you're up
So
for the
Yeah,
challenge. So
absolutely. The best, what is it? What happens outside? Oh, success kind of
happens
is
outside the
outside your
box.
comfort zone or
Yep.
something. I can't remember
I've
the name.
heard that quote before too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
put that up there because I think that's perfect for Katie. She's definitely in
Yeah.
that uncomfortable stretch. She's definitely, I'm pushing her, and I know I'm
Yes.
pushing her, but I mean well in this process, I promise, in this stretch. So, but Katie will be
Ladies,
with us next week.
I'm going to have to go because I have got another call coming up, and I'm so sorry you missed it, but you'll
That's
catch the
okay.
replay.
I will catch the replay. I will find time to watch them this evening. Yes.
That sounds
And we'll
good.
see
That
you on
sounds good.
Tuesday.
All right.
Yes, I'll be back. I'll be back home by then. Yes.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Well, that is a wrap for today. That is your Daily Bite. Thank you, Miss Sue, for being with us.
You're
And Katie, thank
welcome.
you for joining us as well. I'll see you all next week.
Take care. God
Yay.
bless. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.